I'ma write you a love letter tonight. I'm saying a 4-page letter. You better get on time. You better. Thought of Tyla. Secrets, treasures, keeps on getting better. We're here in the Bahamas now, because we've got some really pretty shots out of it. And now we're here in sun, fun and sun in the Bahamas. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. As we are commanded, have you ever rocked the boat?
Back, Andre!
We're here in the Bahamas now, after the difficult scene. The underwater scene.
In a second, we're gonna hear him, the director of this video, AAKA, part of the industry, okay? Industry man, Hype Williams. Industry man, Hype Williams. Listen to what he says.
Everything just like how we said.
See, we're happy.
Same deal as we always do. We're all like that. I don't know.
Same thing we always do. Everything's gonna happen the way. Let's just make sure he said it again.
Everything just like how we said.
Everything's how we said we're gonna do it. And then she makes this face that I always felt uncomfortable seeing.
See, we're happy.
So we're happy? Is this in reference to an earlier part where he was talking about how he had anger management?
I'm going great mouth on this one. See, like if you get red lollipops, you get red mouth. So if you great one, you get great mouth. It's anger management.
Anger management. Why are you angry, Hype Williams?
See, we're happy. See, we're happy.
So she's happy, he's happy, because usually he's angry. That's the idea I get from this. And this is her first time being on a video shoot without her family. This is her first time being away without her family to protect her from people and their anger management. And also, we're going to talk about how celebrities are often put through very difficult situations in their music videos.
This is also on blue screen. I don't know what's going to be behind me, actually, though.
She didn't know what's going to be behind her. Maybe it'll be like an evil force. She's got, you could see she's reserved. She's not feeling very confident in what's going to be around her. Remember, she was having those scary dreams right before this video.
I mean, it could be anything, but I don't know, maybe ocean.
We know she's a swimmer. She said she's been swimming since she was young. But for some reason, she's having a hard time with this contraption.
Bahamas now, after the difficult scene, the underwater scene.
scene. It was actually fun. I like to swim, you know, water in the pool, mind you, that kind of water. But had a little bit of difficulty at first with the breath regulator. Just couldn't handle it. Had a few moments of panic with that. You have to really take the time out to teach your body how to breathe. Just couldn't handle it. Had a few moments of panic with that. So we let go of that. So I ended up having to hold my breath and shoot the scenes. Breath and shoot the scenes. And it was difficult. It was 15 feet deep, so there was a lot of pressure and pressure. And
You did everything just like how we said what we were going to do.
Everything is like we said, we're gonna do it.
Now we're gonna take it back to 2001 when we did our video Survivor. Survivor was one of the most difficult videos that we've ever done. It was probably one of the coldest days, they say, in LA. Hot water. It was a difficult video, but it's probably one of our favorites. Guys, enjoy it.
Tonight, making the video. Beyonce.
So here, the same year, when Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle, Destiny's Child, 2001, in the spring or May, around May. We'll look at the Wikipedia to see the time, but it's only months before Aaliyah's video with Rock the Boat. Again, they're on a stranded island, and they talk about how difficult this video was to make. Here's another.
Survival skills are put to the test.
The temperature is dropping by the minute. Everybody's teeth is stuttering. My hands are teeth is stuttering. My hands are so numb. And I know.
And we real independent women are.
This video has been very difficult. We are truly survivors after this.
Learn who the real independent women are.
This video has been very difficult.
She cried for her mama. Her mama did pass after this. And Beyonce states, the studios have been very difficult. Katy Perry says something very similar for her Survivor video, Roar.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess.
To the jungle and to the making of my new music video, Roar!
Push me past the breaking point. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point.
She didn't know she had a choice. She let them push her past her breaking point. Oh my gosh. These are the hazing rituals of the industry, especially if they want to use you for something more.
Fortunately, I was in a bit of a plane crash.
Remember this number of her plane crash in the marshy jungles.
Here's my co-star, Katy. So I hope that she's as nice. The twist is that she's a tiger. A tiger.
Remember, Tyla's fans are called tigers.
Guys, we were fighting for our lives.
It's just my label testing me to see what I can withstand. Typically, it's kind of like a hazing order. Tarantulas on the face. That's why most of them haven't survived.
Sorry, not sorry. As we said before, remember her label is with Universal Music Group, whose CEO is now being charged, and the new puffy charges, which we talked about a long time ago before the charges were brought. We brought this guy up, and they're trying to make her industry executive, so she has to go through these hazing orders that she talked about. Now, just to bring up really fast, in case the camera goes off, there's more hazing that was done on other celebrities. I don't know if you remember something called the Celebrities in Danger.
Danger, and she's like, stars in danger. And I was like, Kyle, it's just a name. And then we got there and we stood out on the edge of the diving board. I was like, Kyle, we're in danger. Really, I mean, a lot of the cast, were injured. And at some point or another, every single cast member ended up crying. Yeah. And usually her and me. Yeah. But I did end up crying a lot because I just kept thinking, I don't want to do this. And then I've got everybody staring at me, watching me on this board. And I'm thinking, I don't want to do this.
Harder than anything. The fact
Two stars in danger. The high dive.
The last dive.
Falling star. Is going to be a disaster.
Stars in Danger, The High Dive, a 2-hour event, Wednesday, January 9th.
I don't think I had any fear either until I was standing up there looking at the water that I had to jump into. And then the fear awoke. It was, no, it was great though. But this is what it was about for me, was facing fears. I've never done any diving or anything like that before. So regardless of how the outcome was, I really stood up against my fear and done something I've never done before. So it helps me with life.
Remember, he was on Ellen DeGeneres, who had her sicko show of hurting people on a game show.
It's kind of weird. Yeah?
They found him in a hotel room, not far from his home, that he made with his partner and his children. And he had so much ahead of him, and suddenly found gone in the hotel room. And him being with Ellen DeGeneres, who they say is close with Puffy, which just brings us to all these after parties and all these strange things.
That we can garner that Cat Williams was right, is explosive allegation number 4 coming from this lawsuit. That the person who sits at the top of this ring potentially is Sir Lucian Grange. He is the CEO of Universal Music Group. He is also being sued. He has also been named, as well as Universal Music Group. And he is, as a fact, one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. He runs, again, Universal Music Group, which is huge. Rodney, the producer, is alleging that when Lucian would visit Diddy's house, the two of them would go into Diddy's bedroom and be locked up in there for hours.
Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that support?
Am I invited? Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
The inevitable has finally come for Ellen, and this lady now finds herself entangled in the controversy surrounding Diddy and his freak-off parties.
Released the results of the final autopsy. It said that Ann was not impaired by any substance. Stephen Twitch Boz, he died on December 13th, 2022.
You know that?
And the official cause of death was ruled as a self-inflicted wound to the head. But even now, fans are still trying to wrap their heads around this tragedy, and a lot of them are still not buying the official story. Now, here's what we know about Stephen's passing. On Monday, December 12th, he left his home on foot and checked into the Oak Tree Inn Motel in Encino, Los Angeles. Just a quick 15-minute stroll from the house he shared with his wife, Allison, and their 3 children. The next day, Allison freaked out when she saw that Twitch was gone while his car was still in its place, and she ran to the local police station, begging them to take Twitch's disappearance seriously.
Katy Perry with Capitol Records and Universal Music Group, President, CEO, executives, Capitol Records, and Lucian Grange, the one who was in the bed, allegedly, with Puffy. How deep does this rabbit hole go, guys? She's got a message, a letter. Get it on time. And this message is for Tyla as well, because Tyla was just recently in the Bahamas. I know that it's danger. I know that it's safer with her cross on the side of her head. What is safer? Running. Is she on the same beat as Aaliyah? Same pants as Aaliyah? Come on, she's on the Bahamas. Is this the same beach as Aaliyah? And the executive of Beats. Okay, this is going to be kind of cringy. If you're into The Omen, you'll know what I'm talking about. Remember The Omen, the old movie about the Antichrist being born on Earth? Why is the executive of Beats named Thorn? Apple's Beats. This is June 24th, 2019. Variety magazine. Apple Beats by Dre taps Chris Thorn as chief marketing officer. I don't know. Handsome guy, the blue eyes and the dark hair, like the boys of Brazil. Look up what that means. The omen is an augury. It's an occurrence of a phenomenon, a portent, believed to portend a future event. And there's a new Omen movie out now. But remember, when you put Omen backwards, you get Nemo. Nemo. Nemo means, let's see. Nemo is a given name, a nickname, a surname that means nobody. Finding nobody, finding Nemo. Finding Nemo. Remember when the shark chased him, had the number 22. Omen movie. If something frightening happens to you today, think about it. Woo, baby. The plot is about Robert Thorne and his wife Catherine, like Princess Catherine, living in Rome, and gives birth to a boy. Robert is told has died, but he switches the boy with a boy named Damien, who becomes Damien Thorne, who is the son of Satan. And now, just released, the first Omen. It's a prequel to the 1976 movie, and it just came out on 4/5, April 5th, 2024. And look, it's 119 minutes long, which is 911 backwards. And you flip it, it's 611. Literally, we have something going on. And again, it's how this child becomes the leader of the world and later known as the Antichrist.